Good afternoon, all you production degenerates. Today, we're going to be talking about multi-leg budgets within Showbiz Budgeting. So this right here is a big-ass budget that I did for a job recently where we actually sent crew to 3 different cities. So it was basically 3 different shoots, but all under the banner of one single project. And as you can see, there are a lot of phases here. We have a bid, a working, and an actual for all 3 phases of this shoot. So if you were to get all this at once and trying to figure out, oh, hey, where did leg number 2 land versus what we bid? Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, that is a problem. So I'm going to show you guys how to tidy that up so that your budgets are accurate and clean and easy to interpret. So it is a pretty common situation in production where you might get a lump sum of money to cover a scope of work that involves multiple shoots. It could be 3 different cities like this job. It could be, a campaign where you have 3 separate shoot days that are running back to back. The point is that the money is pooled, but the shoots themselves are distinct. You need to be able to track each shoot against itself, and you need to be able to see where the whole thing is landing all at once at the end of the job. The standard move would be 3 separate budget files, and then you manually reconcile it all at the end and be like, all right, cool, that's fine. But Showbiz has a better way built in, and it all comes down to how you build out your phases and how you build out your views. So we're going to cut over to a clean budget, and I will show you guys how we do this from the ground up. So this is where most Showbiz budgeting files start. You have a bid, you have a working, and you have an actual budget. 3 phases that make up a single budget. For a single shoot, this is fine, but for a multi-leg job, it falls apart pretty fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to replicate this structure 2 more times, and then we're going to build a couple summation phases that will help give us a grand total for the very end of the job so we know where we've landed across all 3 shoots. So we already have one of these legs built, but we do want to rename it so that it is clear which leg it is a part of. So we're going to go into the phase manager right here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rename the bid as L1 bid for leg 1. And we will just copy L1 so we have it. We'll press OK. That changes. Working budget, we're going to change that to L1 working, and I'm actually going to shorten this just so it's not too long. L1 work, we'll press OK, and then we will change L1 actual, or change actual, I should say, to L1 actual. We will press OK. And as you can see up here, all the names are adjusted. We're all good to go. So now we need to repeat this twice more for leg 2 and leg 3. All right, so L1 is all built out. So now let's build L2 from scratch. So we're going to have L2 bid, US dollars, and then we actually want this to be an estimate. So we're going to have estimates, and then I actually want it to display in the current view. So I want to see all my phases, and then we will organize them from there. So L2 bid, we're going to press OK. L2 bid is over there. And actually, I want to move this up just so it's super clear. Then we will add another one. We're going to do L2 working. We want this one to be an estimate as well. We will say display in current view. We will press OK. L2 working is up. Let's move this up. Then we will add one more, which is going to be L2 actuals or actual. And we want this to be an actual. And then we will also say display in current view. We will press OK. So we have all the phases for leg 1, we have all the phases for leg 2, and now let me just put in everything for leg 3, same as we did for leg 2. All right, so we are in business. We have got 9 total phases that looks like a vomited rainbow of pastel, and now we need to organize them into views. So we're going to go up here to the views button right here. And you will see you've got all of these views over here on the left-hand side. These views right here allow you to change what phases you see at any given time. So you can go between leg 1, 2, and 3 very quickly and not have to manually swap out which one you see and manually recalculate and manually figure all that out. You can set it once and forget it. So as of right now, you can see that all of the phases are currently selected. So I want to leave this main phase here right now. The next thing I want to do is add a phase. So I'm going to click into this window and press add. So we will have new view and we will type L1 for that. We will make sure L1 bid, L1 work, L1 actual in there. I'm going to remove the UAEs because I don't need them. All right, those should be good. We'll press add again. We will do L2. UAEs are good. Now we're going to deselect these. We'll do L2 bid, L2 work, L2 actual. Click out of these. Those ones look good. We will do L3, where we will do L3. Deselect all of these, and we will do L3 bid, L3 work, L3 actual. All right, so we've got all these. They look good. Let's press OK, and then save it. Looks like we picked up a phase we didn't need to, so we will go into View Manager. We'll bring that back up, and we will go down and remove EFC from all of these, and that should solve our problem. We'll press OK. All right, perfect. Now we can save. So now we have our views split out into L1, L2, and L3. So now that we have all of these views built, let's actually go back into our phases and let's build the summation phase so that I can show you guys really what makes this entire structure worth building. So like before, we're going to click Add, and this time we're going to do Sum Bid, and we're going to have it be a sum of estimates, and it will give you this option for everything here. So we want to click all of our bid phases, and we will have L1 bid, L2 bid, L3 bid. We're not going to display it in this one because we've already built out this view, but we will press OK. So now the sum bid is bolded, and that is here. So we're going to move that up here. And the next one we're going to want to create is a sum of actuals. So this one will be sum actual. This will be a sum of actuals. And same thing like before, we just want to collect all of the actuals that we have in our budget. We will press OK. We will move this and we will move it up in the order. We will press close and let's save. And then we will go back into the View Manager to create our final phase. So we click View Manager, bring it up here, and bring in one more new view, and we are going to put this as final. And then we're going to go down and we will put L3 bid, L3 work, and L3 actual out of this. And we will do sum bid and sum actual. And you will see now that I only have two phases selected. It gives me the option to show the variance, whether the variance is in dollar amounts or in percentages. I like to do the dollar amount. So we'll make sure that this is selected. We will press OK. And now we will see the sum of the bid versus the sum of the actual along with the variance column right here. We have all four legs of leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and our final that compares the costs of all of the actuals against the bid and tells us where we stand. So now what we'll do is we will go back to the original budget that I had shown you guys and see how I have the view is all up here, but we can go up and we will do the NOLA one, which was the first one. So you can see I have my actual compared to NOLA, which is just my regular bid, and the variance for it. So if we go up to the summary, we can see the variance across all the phases in the job. And at the very bottom, you can see that we are $1,348.18 under budget. Then if we go to the next phase, YOSE, you will see that we are about $11,668 under budget. Then if we go to the PHX phase, you will see that we are about $4,534 under. And finally, the last phase that I have is the final, which is the summation of all of them. So based on these amounts, so maybe like 17,500 under all total, is everything. And yeah, 17,551 under. So this right here is a summation of all the estimates and all the actuals compared against each other. So if we go into the budget, into the actual detail, so yeah, you can see in the estimated phases, nothing is appearing down here in the detail window because when my producer built the budget, he just hard keyed in the numbers. But if we go into the actuals phase, you can see how there are transactions from two different legs of the chute. So YOSE and NOLA are in here. We can see PHX is in this line. And so everything all comes into one tidy place for my producer to take a look at. So when a job like this is done, I will take this summary with all the transactions and send it to them so that they know, all right, cool, here's where we stand relative to all of the chutes. But yeah, this right here is a fantastic setup to have when you have multi-leg jobs that need to really all fit under one campaign or one umbrella. It keeps things organized, it keeps things tidy. And it really helps you know where you're at any given moment on any given shoot. And one of the side notes for this, not only is it useful for different legs of shoots, but it's also great if you need to run out different projections of a current job. I've had cases where, a producer might have asked me to kind of run a different scenario. So instead of trying to do it within the budget that I had running, I would create a completely separate view with completely separate phases, and I would just copy what I had, and then I would modify it to kind of fit the scenario that they wanted to run. But especially on travel jobs like these, where the shoots are kind of running over the course of maybe 3 or 4 weeks, having this setup, which takes about, 10 minutes, pays back pretty fast. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will take a blank version of this budget and I will include it in a link in the description below for you guys to download. For those of you who do use Showbiz Budgeting, take a look at it, use it, adjust it, do whatever. We'll see you guys in the next one.